Okay, so one thing I don't really do a lot of on this channel is two-stroke equipment. Because if I'm being honest, from a selling perspective, it's generally not worth it. And let me see, I might have to move you guys, which I do. My apologies. So I'm going to take this air filter off first. Now the problem I have is this, the big problem is that this, the cord is stuck. And I don't know why. Oh my God. There's a dead stink bug in here. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll keep you guys on this side for now. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a picture of this because my dad works for a Stihl dealer, and I wanted to get him the model numbers before I did anything. And I kind of forgot to do that. FS 110R. I also have to pull this fuel tank off because it has fuel in it. And I mentioned in a video, I don't even know if I want to just make sure that there's no other bolts on these two. I mentioned in another video that I don't even know if I uploaded. I said that if you're looking for a trimmer, look for something with the cable back here, because the pull rope back here, simply because they are easier to work on. Like if you ever break a cable or break the rope, oh God, you know, it's easier to replace the rope, because on like your typical homeowner grade equipment, like your home lights and your weed eaters and stuff like that, you have to take the whole shaft off the motor assembly, and that if you take that to a shop, you know, if it's an hour worth of labor, you're going to be paying almost $150, $200 to replace a starter rope on a piece of equipment that's only worth 20. So, I'm not the biggest, I don't know the most about the Stihl brand. I used to work for an Echo dealer, and so I've never really worked on these a whole heck of a lot. And there's got to be I don't want to just start yanking on stuff, because, you know, that's how you break stuff. I might have to take a look at how this, oh, shoot, there was a third bolt there. I missed that one. There's a third bolt down here. And I'm not using the right kind of Torx bit for this, because it barely fits in the hole. That's what she said. Sorry, but I had to. Alright, so this is weird. So this thing's completely locked up. Luckily the motor is fine. I'm gonna take this inside. Actually, let me just try this right here. Well, I'm glad I didn't decide to spend a whole lot of time on this. I took the little spring clip and the wheel off, and this spring is, to say it's shot is an understatement. So, I know where there's a dealer not that far from me. I'm going to see if they have one, because I actually kind of want to use this machine. This one I actually probably should sell, but I'd rather, but this one I think I'm going to keep, because I like the machine. It's a good straight shaft. I like it. I gotta be careful because some of y'all might hear innuendo here, but I much prefer a straight shaft over a curved shaft trimmer. They're a stronger machine. So I'm gonna go to the dealer to see if I can get these parts, and I will be back momentarily. I hope, and I hope it's not gonna dang near kill me financially. I will never recover financially from this. But yeah, most of the time, like your El Cheapo homeowner ones, unless you're fixing them yourself, they are really not worth fixing. In fact, I've got an example of that inside. I haven't done anything with it yet because it's not, you know, it's just, to me, it's not worth throwing a lot of money at yet. But the other thing I'm going to do, actually, before I do anything, I have an idea. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. So stop is that way. Start is this way. Let me see. I don't have that house and I don't know which way is choke. Alright. I don't even know if this thing's got spark. I mean, it should. But I don't know if it can breathe through this air filter. I mean, the fuel that's in it does not bode a whole lot of confidence. Yeah, I just realized I am doing that right in the microphone. So I hope that's not hurting you guys' ears too bad. But because I realized that, I will go ahead and put up a warning. So it did fire. All right, so she'll run. And so that gives me the confidence to move forward with it. And so let's go to the dealer. And I will talk to you guys as soon as I'm back. All right, so I'm back from where I got the parts. Now, just to remind you what happened, even though that for you that was just seconds ago. This is what this spring looks like. I'm not going to take this one apart, but so what I did, I wrapped the rope up as if it's going to be used. Put it in there. Ah, crap. Yeah, this spring is just locked, just rusted solid. If I did not care about my time, I could fix that. So, from the dealer, this part alone, just the spring without a rope on it, was like $14. This whole back housing, I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Was $28. And if I get the spring, then I have to rewrap that rope or possibly get more rope from them. And you know, it's just not worth my time. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard that burp. So I opted to get the whole housing. It's to me, it's just not worth the hassle, because then next thing I know, the rope's going to break. And so I put these in here basically finger tight. Off camera, I drained the fuel that was in it out of it, and I think I purged as much of it out of the carburetor as I could. So then this back housing just goes on here, and then these three bolts go back in. So what my father informed me, now in full disclosure, my dad works for the Stihl dealership where I went. But because, now do you pronounce it Stihl or Steel? I've always, until he worked there, I always did pronounce it Stihl, but he says Stihl. And but I did not get his discount because he was not working there today. However, I did call him, and he sent me a text message with all the part numbers I would need. So that did help. I keep forgetting to bring the battery for my 1/4-inch impact with me, because that would make a lot of this way easier. Man, it is 87 degrees right now, and I'm wearing sandals because I'm not really working on anything heavy. And man, my feet are warm. I'm gonna have a suntan. Now the other kit that I got, that was about 20 bucks. Trying to decide if I'm ambitious enough to go inside the fuel tank and change out the fuel filter. Probably not, because I don't have any long needle nose readily available. But the kit came with the air filter, the spark plug, and then the fuel filter. I'm going to keep the fuel filter, obviously, because, you know, I don't know when I'm going to be able to, do it. So before I do anything, how crazy is it that I was absolutely right about what size that was going to be? By the way, it's 16 millimeter. So one thing I can tell is this machine spent a lot of its life outside. Now, ever since I've had it, I've only had it inside. Like, it's been stored inside of here. In fact, you guys probably saw it in the background of a lot of videos last year, and I was wondering when I was going to do something with it. Oh, that's going to be now. I want to use it at home. I don't intend to sell this one, but it's actually a pretty I wouldn't want to say sought after, but it's a very ooh. Oh, and somebody's got to put a Bosch in it. I'm glad I'm doing that spark plug. I don't know what you can see, because the one thing I don't like about this Canon camera is the screen in sunlight. You can't see squat. And so doing the spark plug is simple. You just plug the there's a rubber plug you got to pull out, and then that's under it. So now that I have my pliers with me, let's see if I can actually get down to that fuel filter, which I can. Crap. I'm not ready. Alright. So now, the other thing I got, a lot of these manufacturers that make equipment are making their own blend of fuel. And Stihl is no different in this. They have their Moto Mix. Now, a couple things about it is it's ethanol free. So there's no ethanol. The ethanol is not as much of a problem as the benzene in it. But either way, there's no ethanol, and like this particular one uses 93 octane fuel. So, you know, overall, it's a better gas than what you can get at the pump. And I like that. And you can keep it, if you use their fuel, I think they will warranty the machine longer or something. But it's easier to get warranty if you use their fuel. Now, obviously, I don't have a warranty on this machine. Oh, I might want to not have that open vat of gas there. So, now it's interesting because the Moto Mix is, I paid $8.99 for a quart of it. So 9 times 4 is that 32? No, hold on. My math skills are not. So 9 times 4, 36. I know it's close. That's $36 a gallon. But you got to ask yourself, how many gallons of gas do you really go through with your trimmer? I guarantee you the answer is not going to be even one. So, anyway, I'm going to relocate the camera and I'll come right back. Alright, so I want to see if I can get this thing started on. That's not good. Oh, there's a piece I'm missing. I knew something wasn't right. Give me a moment. I found it. So the nut had come off. This is a cup where it actually engages. It's only going to take me a minute to put this back on. I didn't really plan on filming this part, but I figured I would anyway. So, you ever just had that moment where it's like, something don't feel right, but, you know, you can't quite put your finger on it? That went right here. This was in that part that we were turning earlier with the drill. So, anyway, that's all this is. You just put that in there, and we'll, there we go. And then, again, we gotta pop this back on. So, I'll be back once I'm done with that. So now the tools are put away one more time. I have it in choke. I'll prime it. I've got it in start mode. So let's get it. And by the way, sorry about your ears. Alright, so it's going to require some help. There's a lot of crap burning off the exhaust because this had, like I said, sat outside. It had like some dirt and grass on it that I forgot to clean off. And I don't have the tools with me, but I need to adjust the idle and everything on it. But she runs, and I'm going to take the screwdrivers with me home that this requires, and I'm going to try to adjust it while running it. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.